Show you is how to gut it out right now. Okay? There's a couple different ways we can gut it out. There's different ways to attack it, I should say. You can take the head off, or you can start gutting from the tail up. But you're going to take the head off eventually. So what I do, I take the head off to begin with. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my big knife, just like this, stick it on the dirt. I don't want to stick it on this rock. I'm going to dull this knife. I'm just going to chop it off. Alright, now the head's off. I'm going to rinse it off. Just rinse it off in the creek. I'm just going to clean it up a little bit. Just like that. Alright? And what you're going to do is to gut it, we're going to start from where I cut the head off, right here. Just like you're gutting anything. Just cut the skin. Pretty tough skin. And all I got is my pocket knife. If you got a fillet knife, you're going to be better off. So, just cut the skin. All the way down to the tail, right here. You want to cut on the underside of the fish, on the belly side, from front to back. You want to cut through the rib cage, through the vitals, into the guts, and into the meat and the tail. Once you feel that you're past the gut sack and you feel the meat, then you can pull the guts out. As you can see, that's all the guts in there. All right? And when you get all the way to the bottom, all the way to the tail, you're going to feel it just starts to get meat. That's when you're out of the gut sack. So once you get there, you're just going to reach in with like your thumb or your fingers and pull it out. This is their air sack. My buddy was just telling me that Bear Grylls on Man vs. Wild used this as a bobber to catch like minnows and stuff. So I thought that's pretty cool, but I'm not going to do that. And you just pull the guts right out. And there's the guts. Now we got this whole nice fish is all meat. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the water and I'm going to rinse it off again. Now, as you can see, all the guts are taken out of there, and you just have just the meat, and you got the bones in there yet. So, what you're going to do is prepare this. You're going to take a stick, you're going to pry it open just like this, and I'll show you here in a little bit. And that's going to keep the fish open, so everything's going to heat. But before we cook it, you got to take all the. You can take all these fins off, so all you have is meat. So all I'm going to do is take my knife and cut them off. The easiest thing to do is just put your knife on it right at the joint and either pull away with the fish or keep trying to saw through it with your knife. I pull away with the fish. I put it right on this joint. And pull away with the fish. Now I got the fin is off. Check that. Another thing you use your pliers. I have my pliers right here. Clamp onto these fins, just rip them off. Okay, now all we got the meat, the scales, and the tail left. So I'm going to cut the tail off right where the meat stops. Right here, right where the meat stops. Just like this. And my knife. And its spine is going to be part of this tail that you're ripping off, so it's going to be a little harder to cut through. Alright, now I got the tail off. Now all I got is the meat right here and these scales on the outside. So what you're going to do is, every fish, the scales, it's like petting a dog or petting it's even like your hair. It goes in one direction. So what you're going to do is you're going to go against the direction to get all the scales off. You can see it coming off right now on my knife, just like that. So that's what we're going to do right now. To do this, all you're going to do is take your knife blade and hold it flat up against it, and you're just going to rake it off, just like this. See how it's coming off? You can tell the difference already from the scales to just the meat. Okay, now that I got all the scales off, I think I have off, I'm going to go take it to the water again and rinse it off. Okay guys, now that what I'm going to do is I'm going to physically feel for any scales, and I don't feel any. If there's any, I'll just scrape them off again, we'll clean it off, but I'll put it on a fire here in a little bit, so stay with me. One thing I didn't talk about, but this bait, the head that I chopped off, I could use this head for bait. I use it for traps or anything. Coons will probably tear up these guts tonight, raccoons, so you can use this as bait as well. But you can use everything. You can eat it if you want to, whatever. But hey, that's what I got here. I just cut a green branch off of a tree, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to prepare this fish that I got. I'm going to put it onto the fire. Okay guys, now I got the skinny part of this stick. I'm going to cut it off probably about 8-inch piece or so, sharpen the ends to a point. Both ends.